Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is KUAM News Extra's Extravaganza, looking at telecommunications on Guam. And many people out there know I know maybe a thing or two about computers, and our last guest tonight is the person who taught me most of what I know. So, Andrew Gale from GTA Teleguam. How's it going, man?
Good, Jason. How are you?
All right, pretty good. You are the executive vice president now, and you've moved up the company and very rapidly in various years and everything. But you actually oversee the Impulse and Guam Digital TV areas of your operations and everything. So basically, just run down exactly what you do.
Well, like I said, I started with doing the wireless product, overseeing the wireless product, and launching the GSM network with the Impulse brand under GTA Teleguam. And we're going to be, launching a video product imminently, and so that's fallen under my purview as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you're one of the people that, I guess, if you look at kind of like the who's who of Guam technology, you actually go way back to laying out the infrastructure that would ultimately let Guam get on the internet and be very data aware and everything. So how, in your opinion, have you seen not only, the projects that you've been involved with, but at the macro level, how has Guam really evolved as far as being technically aware?
Well, it's amazing how far Guam has come in the last few years, particularly with GTA being a carrier of last resort, being with its 100% buried network, buried fiber rings. The data infrastructure speeds have really picked up, particularly with 8 fiber optic cables coming in through the island that allow the connectivity for Guam to the rest of the world, real seamless connectivity. And we're doing our best to maintain that reliability, the always there aspect of the service of that, and giving the customers what they need, which is that connectivity all the time.
Well, here's a strategic question for you. At the corporate level, when what's now GTA Teleguam was actually purchased by Shamrock Holdings, the previous Guam Telephone Authority was privatized. You guys were coming into a competitive arena which had a lot of companies like Guamcell and like ITNE, the companies we've seen previously tonight, who locked in a lot of customers to these multi-year contracts. Your marketing has always been traditionally very, very impressive as GTA Teleguam, but how do you guys actually compete and break into some of those markets with everything that you guys want to do, like knowing just how hyper-competitive telecom is?
Well, I'll tell you, you do it by providing the best service that you can, the best service that's out there, and that's how we remain competitive. We've, particularly in the wireless area, we targeted our consumers. We want to go after specific markets, and we have a very good sales force, and we service the customer. We're a 24-hour service center. We train our staff. We give them incentives to learn all of our products. We call it triple certification, and as our staff gets certified, they get increments. So there's incentive for them to learn, and we strive to provide the best customer service that we can, and then you'll get the customers.
So, we talked a little bit earlier, I should say, like maybe moments ago about, the digital TV coming out and everything. What maybe on the short term do you see your company coming out with, and then maybe larger going forward, and maybe if you want to kind of expand, where do you think Guam is going to be like maybe 5 years from now as far as technology?
Well, we're going to be offering pretty soon. We'll be offering we promised it 2.5 years ago, and so we're going to be offering an IPTV service over our existing cable plant, and we'll start strategically. We want to make sure we do the product right and have the content and the quality of service that we think the people of Guam demand. And so we'll be on that route. And where I see Guam going is we're going to be pushing further and further into the home. There's going to be more fiber optic. We're going to be pushing more fiber optic to the homes, fiber optic to the premises. The loop lengths will be shorter. Speeds will get faster, and we'll be providing that infrastructure that will allow for the future generation of data applications to operate adequately, which would be more video intensive applications. That's where the future of the connectivity is going.
Okay, and then real quickly, we got about 20 seconds. As a technologist and as a scientist, if I may be so bold, like how do you think? What are some of the traditional barriers? Because it's been said for years, Guam's going to be the next Pacific Telecom hub, or Guam's going to be the next Silicon Valley, which never really materialized and everything. So, what are the big challenges that our technical community faces as far as getting to that next level if we're going to go that much?
Well, you have your same challenges that you'd have in any industry, and that's finding the right people that have the knowledge and the training to bring a company to that level, and that's always a challenge. And as in a very competitive environment where that we're in right now, they're always going to be, your technical people are always going to be pulled and pushed and in demand everywhere. So that's always a challenge. The human resource aspect is a challenge. Then the other challenge is economies of scale. Guam is a pretty small location. It's considered a rural local exchange carrier, and so bringing a scale so that you can make the large investments that are required to do this is challenging. We have gone through the business model, and we figure we've got the scale that we need, but it makes it harder for other people to do it, and so that's what and that's where the challenge is going to be, and that's what is going to be in the future might hinder some development from other companies.